if you look at kind of what they're doing and how the Russians are fighting, and man, I mean, let's be real, like, it's really bad. And for what I'm hearing and also what I'm noticing, yeah, is it kind of surprising that Russia, oh, come on, I thought you were a little better than this. Obviously, I think they could do more of a leveling campaign, but is that what you really want? You want a leveled blank sheet of paper of the city of Kyiv and some of these other very beautiful cities? No. They want to maintain some of the infrastructure. You don't want to just level the whole thing. It's really hard to defeat someone who has that massive home field advantage. It's so difficult in war because they know their country. They know exactly where to go, and they have all of the capabilities and everything that they need, and they are shipping some things in, but everything that they need is all there, and they're working within what they know and what they have, as opposed to requiring a whole bunch of supply chain to come in, and hopefully it doesn't get taken out by Ukrainians along the way. It's really hard to fight this type of a war. It's so hard. And again, this is not a leveling campaign where it's just like, hey, we just want to level the whole country. Yes, Russia can do that, 100%. Of course they can. That's not hard. But what's hard is doing the small unit campaigns and bringing a whole bunch of troops in, the whole infrastructure, the whole supply chain, setting up everything, and then along the way, fight as well as set up and supply your troops with what they need. You know, there's a saying in the military that pertains perfectly right here. It's amateurs focus on military tactics, veterans focus on supply chain. That's what really wins wars, is getting the troops what they need to fight. Yes, you have to know some tactics. This doesn't mean tactics aren't important. But, man, like, you really have to know how to get all of the supplies to your troops and make sure those supplies are secure so that they can get them and use them and operate that whole network for what they need so that their troops can have what they need to fight the war. Because the guys that are shooting the guns and loading and shooting the cannons won't be shooting the guns and loading and shooting the cannons if they don't have anything to load the guns and shoot the cannons with. And also if they are dying of starvation and dehydrating because they don't have any water. So, and think about it too. Where are these guys sleeping? Where are they sleeping? And they need to sleep in a way that's going to get them rejuvenated and rested. They can't just sleep in their tank. That's not sleeping. And even if, just sleep in your tank for a half hour. That's not a long-term sustainable plan. That's a terrible way of operating a war. It's like, just, pull out your sleeping bag and sleep on the road there. On the road? How much good sleep are they going to actually get? Sleep that's required to fight. This is not just beauty rest. Sleep that's going to let them rejuvenate and allow them to fight their hardest, If it's just a day-long battle, yeah, people can just whatever, just rotate a little bit. But if you're operating a large-scale war of multiple, days and many weeks, these guys have to sleep. These guys have to eat. They can't just eat when they're shooting they have to eat. You need to set up a mess hall so troops can eat, and you have a whole system of troops that go in and out, okay, the tanks stop, okay, new rested personnel come in, and okay, those guys go out and sleep and eat and rest, and then they'll come back in another, 12 hours and then continue the fight. It has to be systematic. It's not systematic, it doesn't seem, because there is no system I see at all that Russia is showing. It needs to be a system. How do they expect to do any of this? It's really horrendous.